Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be Call of Cthulhu episode 2. We are resuming our where we left off last week. Hopefully going to get some more information and try to get into the pier I think we were looking for. Hopefully we get a little bit of progress done today. Alright, let's get started. There goes the bartender. There's an item.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Thursday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Alright. I think there's a pretty rich history on this island.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Okay. There's an asylum.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true.
Matters.
It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Yeah, let's ask about
What
the
brought
whaling.
whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
One of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Alright.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Let them get back to their drinking. Yeah, that was the one that was. They showed her during the talk with the bartender. She's got an escort.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Very well. Come on, dude. Where are you going? Alright, fine then.
The girl, Doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She
Huh?
will get us into trouble.
Let's go take another look around. Refresh some memory. Well, looks like a nice little gathering.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a poxed limpet.
There's nothing for you, here
think
either.
We don't know what you're
Beat
doing?
it.
Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Alrighty then.
Optimistic.
Apparently they don't want me involved in that. Well, we already talked to the sheriff.
Back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real
Alright,
bad.
looks like the bar it is. Rather left the door open for us.
No right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God. She will do it again, you know. The girl doctor. Oh, she won't stop asking.
Not that again.
What can I get you?
Order a
Captain
drink.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Yeah, let's ask about the catch.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
So it sounds like that's going to be a touchy subject.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
No.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I guess the man's got a point.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
A little bit more information than we got last time, I think. Why does that lantern glow so weird? Must be cold. Got the crates off. Where is the dude I'm supposed to talk to? Was that the guy? Let's check the harbor master, that's right. I remember now. It's the harbor master's office.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Yeah, more than half.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make sure your payments to the carrier, Cat. Alrighty then.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
They're just gonna let me look around. And it's the bathroom. Not getting up there. Alright. That steam or smoke effect they have on all the light sources is kind of weird.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Alright.
What a macabre souvenir.
There's the wooden leg. $70.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alrighty.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of this document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Let's start with the documents, I think, and then see what information we can get.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yeah. What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Let's talk about Darkwater, see if we can get some more background info. Yeah, the photograph.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Yeah, I've already seen the wooden leg. Saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Let's ask about the miraculous catch.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Glorious past. Looking at the town, it's not so glorious, but yeah.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alright, let's get on with it. Find out about this warehouse.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yeah.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up with this guy.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I gained 1 CP. Looks like this cleared out, so did that. I want to go this way.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not
Nope.
sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Who the crap are you?
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, let's find out what the police are doing here.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You know, we could probably go talk to that guy. Well, blocked off there. What are you two doing?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Who is Saint Brendan?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
You guys are a little drunk, I think.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Yep, let's get some more on Cat.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, let's see what information they got on the island.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Yep.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Alright then.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Alright. I think I've had enough with these
I've taken
two.
enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Weirdos. You don't talk. Other fisherman. That statue? Yeah. St. Brendan the Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
Alright. Desecration of statues. Weird killer whale washing up on the beach. Run downtown. On an island that looks like it came out of purgatory. Alrighty then. Let's head this way. I don't want to deal with those two over there yet.
Something real bad.
Bootleggers and Cat. The Fisherman Mafia, maybe? I don't know.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall
Alrighty.
take my leave.
Later, dude. Nope. Nice car. Alright, let's go talk to the cop again, see if we can get some way through him before we go deal with the bootleggers, I guess. Seems like that's the way it's trying to lead us, I think, but you never know.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
Get yourself into trouble.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Yep, let's go talk to the bootleggers.
Come on, you could tell. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Alrighty then.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Alright.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Yeah, we'll try. What the hell?
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Alright. I don't think the cop's gonna give us anything. I wonder if you can climb in this game.
You again?
No need to...
Yep. Let's go back and talk to the good captain. Who are these two?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Well, alrighty then. Apparently Cat's got the whole town worked up.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Alright, so now we've got to go through the sewers to get into the warehouse because the cops got the front door blocked, and then the bootleggers have the back way in blocked, and then the car's parked on the other side. Alright, looks like we know what we need to do for the next episode. I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. Let me know. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time.